Yo, what's up, people? How's everybody doing today? We are live right now, live from the village. Wagwan. Okay, so let's address some things right off the bat. Yesterday, had some issues, and it caused the live stream to end abruptly, which was a shame, especially as we were getting raided. Getting raided for the first time, I believe. I think it was the first time. I'm pretty sure it was the first time. I'm trying to think, actually. I know we tried to raid somebody once, and we didn't have too many people, and when we got there, they didn't really think it was much of a raid. I think it was like 3 or 4 of us that tried to raid another stream. But I think I'm pretty sure that's the first time we've been raided. Our village has been raided. I can't think of any others anyway. I know there's definitely been times where there's been a lot of people coming into the stream, but not necessarily all from one source, which I think just happened to happen that way. But yeah, I believe that is the first time we got raided yesterday. So yeah, shout outs to the 10-minute army, 10-minute break. Streamer over on YouTube. Make sure you show them some love. Appreciate the raid. Big up for that. But yeah, we had to end up having some internet issues. So what happened, as best as I can tell, is that there was a fault on the telephone line, which I knew about, and called the telephone company, and they were saying they're going to send somebody around to fix it. Now, to be fair, they said they'll send somebody by Thursday. I was under the impression that they were going to come today, as in like this day. But to be fair, they did say by Thursday, not necessarily on Thursday. But in any case, they were supposed to call and let them know that, you know, they're going to be doing some work and when they're getting ready to start, blah 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 blah, which didn't happen. So they just started working on the line, and then the phone, because they're working on the phone line, and then, you know, internet's connected to the phone line. That's a whole it just cut out. So I was like, what's going on? For a minute, I was like, what's going on? Then I realized that they're fixing the line. It's like, okay, cool, glad you're fixing the line, but, you know, a little bit of warning, please. You know, a little bit of warning, because you know what I mean. Okay, that was a live stream. In the grand scheme of things, it's you know, not the biggest of deals. It's a nuisance. Surely it's a problem. It's annoying, but it's not the biggest of deals. But imagine if I was like, you know, a doctor or a psychologist or something like that, and I'm talking to a patient who's on the brink of suicide, and the internet just cuts out like that. You know, I'm just saying, like, a little bit of warning. It should be in a habit of giving people warnings about these things. But anyway, I'm thinking though that might have been the call that happened, because I did get a phone call from a private number now, where I don't really answer calls from a private number. The only thing is that I actually gave him another phone number to call, so not the one that was ringing. So they should have called. If it was them, they should have called the other number and not that one. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. You cannot judge a man until you live how he live. Yo, DSM, good morning. Whoa, you are up early. How you doing, DSM? How you doing, DSM? Good morning, DSM. How's your morning going? I mean, it's like, what, 7:15 in the AMs. What you doing up so early, D? What you doing up so early, huh? I think any sane person would be still sleeping by now. Clearly, I'm not insane, but I think that's pretty obvious by now. I mean, clearly, I'm not sane. Wait, what did I say? Clearly, I am not sane. That's what yeah, I think that's what I'm supposed to say. I'm not normal. I'm crazy. I think that's I hope that's clear by now. Anyway, I'm pretty nuts. I'm up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock most days. So yeah, I'm clearly not a normal person. But I think regular people who are a bit smarter than I am usually sit in bed by this time. I have a doctor's appointment in an hour. Oh, I rise for no other reason. I see. Yo, what up, Andrew? How you doing? What am I doing up? Yeah, it's gonna be late for you. Andrew's in Canada, by the way, D. So it's gonna be what's the time here? So it's what, about 2 a.m. 2:15 a.m. for you, Andrew? Damn. What you doing up at 2 a.m.? Actually, are you up late or are you up early? Because, I mean, 2 a.m. is kind of that niche area where you're either staying up really late or you just woke up really early. You know, it's kind of like there. You know, you either had trouble sleeping and you got up way too early, or you had trouble sleeping and you're up too late. Or I don't know, maybe you're a party animal. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Indeed. What's the doctor's appointment for DSM, if you don't mind saying? I mean, if you do mind saying that, that's cool. But if you don't mind, hopefully it's nothing too serious. I have enough work and I don't sleep when I don't work. I don't sleep when I don't work. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Is that to do with like because? I mean, I'm just kind of trying to relate it to personal experiences where when you're working, after you're done, you kind of feel like you've given part of yourself to what you're doing, so that naturally makes you feel tired. Is it like that sort of thing? Like just being really into your work, so when you're done, you feel like, man, I've done a lot, and your body just feels tired. Nothing crazy, just a medication. Okay. Supposed to have one every year or so. Make sure they're working and all that fun stuff. Well, indeed. Got to make sure the meds are working, because if they're not, then it'd be a what's that band called again? They did that song, "The Drugs Don't Work." Yeah, hopefully it's not that. Hopefully yours are working. And and if they're not, then yeah, I guess they do something else. Yo, what up, Thoughtbot? Wagwan. Booyaka. When the Thoughtbot pass. Booyaka. M beat Randy dance. Hola, amigo JT VJ. Hola, senor JT. It's 2 a.m. I'm about to crash, but dropping a like. I appreciate the like, Thoughtbot. 2 in the a.m. Yeah, we got some late rise, late. What am I saying? We got some late. No. Staying up. I can't think of what I'm trying to say. We've got some people staying up late. Yeah, that. We've got some people staying up late, and a few people getting up real early. Muy bueno, señor Hezales. What's buenas, señor JT Migo? Yeah, I'm not sure that one works actually. Oh, we got 5 likes. Appreciate the 5 likes, guys. Yeah, man, I can imagine. I have a theory. It's not really my theory. I actually had it on a TV show, but I do agree with this to a certain degree, where they said that after 2 a.m. was it? Yeah, I think they said nothing good happens after 2 a.m. So yeah, the only choice you can make after 2 a.m. is go to bed. It was on How I Met Your Mother. They were saying that nothing good happens after 2 a.m. After that, just go to bed. Go home, go to bed. And yeah, I think there's some truth to that. Sometimes like the only choice to make is go home, go to bed. You know, when it gets a certain point of the night, like, you know what? Nothing good's going to happen. Nothing good's going to happen. But you know what it's like when you're out, especially when you're out with friends, and it's like, yeah, party, yeah, another party, yeah. I was like, yeah, nothing good's going to happen. Alright, everybody in the chat's about to get 30 coins. Oh, 6 likes. Awesome. Well, how long are we streaming for? It's been... Okay, just about... less than 10 minutes. Okay, less than 10 minutes. So we're about, I think... I don't see when we got to 5 likes, but I think it's about on par with the quickest. I think the quickest we got to 5 likes is about 7 minutes. So I can't confirm we beat 7 minutes, but I think it's about the same sort of time. But even still, oh, we're on 7 likes now. That is awesome. Ooh. If we get to 10 likes, this could be the quickest we get to 10 likes. I think it's definitely the quickest we got to 7 likes. Let's see if we can do 10. Let's see. Ooh. If you haven't liked the stream, hit the like button. Share the stream. Let people know Wagwan. I like the new layout. Oh, you haven't seen? Okay, you haven't seen this. Yeah, I've had this for a little while now. But yeah, okay. Had this for a little while now. But yeah, it's through Streamlabs OBS. So pretty cool, pretty fancy. Like, yes sir. Like, yeah, drop a cheeky like. Oh snap! I just slept and I don't feel to see that, but still. don't drink no more. That's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. That's no good for yo. That is no good for you. So many school projects done at 4 a.m. for me. Yeah, I think I probably had a few as well actually back when I was in school. I'm sure a lot of people did this as well, where you just up too late. You're leaving your studying and your what you call it, coursework and whatever till like the absolute last minute. Then you just up real late, just trying to cram it all in before the deadline. And to be fair, you do come up with some interesting ideas at that time of the day. Maybe not the best ideas, but you come up with some interesting ideas where you're just like, oh, deadline. I've got to hand this in 2 hours. I've got 2 hours to write 20,000 words. Just write your name over and over again. Just like, damn, I need 2 more words. The end. Aced it. Keep going to ask people to drop a cheeky like at the end of my videos. I try to avoid it. Drop a cheeky like, drop a cheeky. What is a cheeky like, by the way? I don't know. I mean, because I feel like if you like something, you like something, and if you dislike it, you dislike it. And I don't know if it's cheeky. I mean, what makes it cheeky? Either way, just clicking a like button. I don't know. Like, it's like when people say cheeky Nando's. It's like I mean, actually, I guess that kind of makes sense. You know, when you stretch it out a little bit. But cheeky like, I don't know. It just feels like it's a like is a like. Or maybe I'm thinking way too much about what that means. I'm probably overthinking it. It is early, to be fair. I like your t-shirt. Oh, awesome. Are you a talker or a stalker? Yeah, that's official Bandit Haze merchandise. So I'm one of those YouTubers that wears their own merchandise in their videos now. I'm one of those guys. And if you watch the recent Jack's Films video, apparently people don't like this sort of thing. When YouTubers wear their own merchandise in their videos, apparently it's amongst the things that some people don't like. So, but that's what I am. I'm one of those obnoxious bosses that wear their own merchandise in their videos. I'm clearly a stalker. Dun, 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 dun. College was mental for me. My sleep pattern did 60 straight hours of no sleep once. Now I nap like 4 times a day. Oh, for real, I nap a lot. I do that a lot. Like probably after this, my sleep pattern tends to be like I'll sleep for about 4 or 5 hours during the night, and then I'm up for a little while, and then I'm probably having a nap by maybe 11, 12 o'clock. You know, now that I don't have a regular job, I can literally just nap whenever I want. When I was employed, it was like, man, I had to force I'll get tired about 11, 12 o'clock when I start to feel it, but I had to force myself to be awake. But now that part of my life is over, I can be like, you know what? I feel like taking a nap right now, and it is glorious. It is the best life. I can be like, you know what? I feel like taking a nap right now. I'm just gonna lie down. It is awesome. It's a good life, man. It's a good life. It's like, please like my video, but you don't want to beg, so you kind of casually add cheeky. Okay. Drop a cheeky like, drop a cheeky like. Maybe I should start saying that more often. We're finally doing t-shirts on my end. Oh, awesome. By the way, for those who don't know, Andrew Senedra is part of a band called Senedra. Am I saying that right, by the way? Senedra? Or is it Sinedra? I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. He's a part of a band, a rock band. Folk rock band, to be more specific. So, yeah, if you fancy yourself a bit of folk rock, or just some cool music, yeah, check out Andrew Senedra. Check out his channel as well. It does a lot of reviews for other bands as well. So, yeah, check him out. So, yeah, clearly you're a stalker, stalking all those other bands. That's the vibe I always got from it. People never want to appear too bothered. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. You want to appear like you're not bothered about it, but you know, secretly kind of like, please like my video, please. If a video gets less than 5 likes, I cry. I'm like, what did I do wrong? Why do you hate me? You're a Jacksonville fan too. Yes, but I like his videos. Here's the thing. I mean, I struggle with the word fan. To be honest, I actually do struggle with the word fan, I mean, it's one of the reasons why I generally don't refer to people who watch myself as fans. I do struggle with that word because on one hand, I guess technically yes. If you would how you define the word, I'm a fan of Jacksepticeye, well Jacksepticeye too as well for that matter, and a lot of other tubers and various things. But I don't know. It just feels like when you say you're a fan of something, it's maybe I guess maybe it's one of these things I overthink as well. Like because I mean the word is actually short for fanatic, right? And I know that's not how people mean it, right? But yeah, maybe I should stop overthinking these things. It's 7:26 in the morning. I overthink way too many things. Clearly, maybe due to my awkward sleep patterns. That's a dope band name, yes sir. You're one of the few that say it. Okay. Do you have a T-shirt that check marks the stalker? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So there's two versions of this. One says talk. One check marks the talker, and the other check marks stalker. So yeah, if you check the link in the description to the official Haze merchandise store, there's other T-shirts there as well. But this does have two versions. So yeah, I got you covered. If you're a stalker, I got you covered. Whether you're a talker or a stalker. The next one I should do is liker or striker. That's the next one. So if you're a talker, stalker, liker or striker, I appreciate you and all that you do. But those liker striker T-shirts aren't available yet. I'll have to make those soon. That's fair. I think the word fan is pretty stigmatized and associated with a very specific image, especially in the context of YouTubers. Indeed, indeed. I think there's a sizable, shall we say, a respectable number of YouTuber fans that perhaps give other YouTuber fans a bad name. So yeah, that's the reality we have. Sweet, I need a stalker shirt. Awesome, we got a stalker. Ooh. But yeah, just to not be so weird about it. Yeah, I am a fan of Jack's films. I do watch his videos from time to time. Maybe not as much as I probably should be, but I do watch his videos from time to time. I did watch that recent one of where he did. There was a yesterday I asked you. And it was a YouTube thing. I hate when YouTubers and then people had to like fill in the blank of what they hate about what YouTubers do. And one of them was wearing your own T-shirts in videos. So yeah, that's me right now. But yeah, but Jax feels cool, man. He cool. How come there's a time limit on? Oh yeah, they do it that way. It's because they print every 3 days. So there's no, you can order whenever you want to, and you can even after 3 days or whatever, you could always order. So it's always available. Always available until take it down. But it's because they print every 3 days. So what it really should say is 3 days or however many days until the next print run. It's because depending on when you order it, depending on when it actually gets printed. So if you order at the beginning of 3 days, you have to wait 3 days for it to get printed. Whereas if you order it near the end of the 3 days, let's say you ordered it with 2 hours ago, then you might only wait 2 hours for it to get printed, which means you receive it a bit quicker. But yeah, it really doesn't matter when you order it. It's just about when the next print run's going to be. That's all that is. I don't know how well they word it on that thing though, which is probably not very well at all. But yeah, that's really what that means. So I see dream of mine to be on an episode of Your Grammar Sucks. Can you imagine? I don't think I've seen a Your Grammar Sucks episode actually. What does he do on that? But yeah, just by the name of it, Your Grammar Sucks. I think that'd be a good show for you. I'm literally judging it by the name. I know you're not supposed to do that, but that's what I'm doing. But the fact it's called Your Grammar Sucks, what I imagine that means, yeah, I think that'd be a good show for you to be on. Basically grips horribly spelled comments to shreds. It's hilarious. Ah, okay. Yeah, as long as my comments turn up in that, then we're good. We're good. Hey, can I get your opinion on a good shirt price? You can, though. I'm not sure how valuable my opinion on good shirt prices would be. So, but yeah, I can. Yeah. I'll give it to you if you want it. Alright, I gotta jump in the shower. Jump in the shower. That was a Metallica reference, by the way. Jump in the shower. Yeah, okay. Jump in the shower, get dressed, and go be an adult. Cool. Good to know that right now you're watching me sitting in your own stink with no clothes on. That's good to know. That means you really support the stream. When people don't wash and get dressed before they watch me, it's like, you know what? Hey, Haze is on. I'm not even gonna bother get dressed or watch first. I'm gonna watch this first. that means you really want to support the stream. So thank you for that. Thank you. Shout out to DSM. Catch you later though. Sorry I couldn't stick around for longer. It's always dope talking to you. No problem, no problem. Big up for coming through, Dark Star Media. Big up for coming through. And guys, yeah, check out DSM's channel as well. She has an awesome channel. Does a lot of videos about words and origins of words. So yeah, definitely show us some love, please. Really great YouTuber. Awesome gal. But yeah, appreciate you coming through, DSM. Good luck at the doctors. Hopefully it all goes well for you. But yeah, till next time. Peace out, homie. Just surveying the landscape. My thing is this. I mean, the way I price the t-shirts on Teespring is that they have a minimum of what you can sell it for in terms of, because they're not going to give it away for free, right? They don't want to lose money on each print. So that there's a point that you can't go below, and of course you want to make a little bit for yourself. But I do consider things like, I know what it's like to not have a lot of money, and to not be able to afford a lot of things, and because of that I'm cautious about, because they had a recommended price of, I can't remember what it was. I think it was like £20 or something like that. I can't remember, as their recommended price. And I thought, you know what, £20 is not super unreasonable for a t-shirt. It's not. I mean, I've paid more than that for t-shirts in my lifetime. But at the same time, I do consider that, okay, if it can be lower, especially knowing that I know it's like to not have a lot of money, and I know some people who watch the stream don't always have a lot of money and that sort of thing, and it's not always easy to justify £20 on a t-shirt. So I thought, my thing was that I do, yes, want to ideally make a little bit, but not have it at a point where where it might feel just just a bit too much. So that was my thinking behind the pricing, and to have them all sort of at that kind of level, so Teespring get the money they make, whatever they make, I don't know, 10 whatever pound, I don't know what it is, and then I get a little bit on top of that, and then yeah, that's how I came to my price. We're thinking of $25 plus shipping, but the design is wild as hell. $25 plus shipping sounds reasonable. And especially if you're going for like a really cool design, especially, I mean, are you employing, hiring a designer to design it for you? Because if you are, then yeah, that needs to be considered too. If you're paying somebody to do the design for you. Doctor Who First Look. Jodie Whittaker fizzes with energy as female Time Lord. Doesn't say first, I made that word up, but she is the first. October's PlayStation Plus games include Friday 13th and Laser League. Okay, I might try Friday 13th because I never did play that. Don't know what Laser League is though. What else they got? Yo, Bastian, what up? Forgot about the stream. Banter forgot about the stream, man. Oh well. Watching The Walking Dead final season episode 2. Oh, okay, yeah. That's released, isn't it? I think that's out now, isn't it? Or is it out soon? We got design from the album cover. It's gonna be full frontal prints. Okay. $25. $25 sounds reasonable. $25 US. I mean, that's what, 17-ish pounds, give or take. I think around about there. 17, 18 pounds. But yeah, I think that's reasonable. I mean, like I said, I went lower than that, but yeah, I'll say that's reasonable. That sounds about right. Maybe I should increase the price of my t-shirts. Just be like, hey, I need that money, yo. Yeah, released yesterday or the day before. Okay, cool. 68p to $1. 68p to $1. A baller for $1. And if you got that reference, put it in the comments. Or actually put it in the comments, because the comments are over on this side when we're live streaming. $1, a baller for $1. That shouldn't be funny, but it is. Not Robocop. In fact, I'm referencing something that probably wasn't, or a person, rather. I'm referencing a person that probably wasn't even born when Robocop came out. So, it's not Robocop. Yo, Bastion with the 68 hours and 100 coins. Nice. Okay, Laser League. So Friday 13th is out, or coming out, for October on PlayStation Plus. Cool, I might try that. What else they got, those? Anything else they got coming? Doesn't even say here. Alright. It's Liza Koshy, by the way. I was referencing Liza Koshy. It's one of the things she used to do. Whether she did like the what was it? The dollar store puns. Was dollar store puns. I joined her with this community. Caliph Cascade. I'm an article editor. Okay, cool. What is that? I mean, I know what article editor. Well, I imagine I know what an article editor is, assuming it's doesn't mean something different. But what does that mean specifically for the community? Caliph Cascade. I'll do that in a little bit. Will Smith turned 50 a couple of days ago, man. He's bungee jumped off a helicopter. Did you guys see that? Bungee jumped off a helicopter over the Grand Canyon. It was pretty awesome. In a realm where demons walk freely amongst the people, feeble minds don't think past this life. Stars collide inside a vortex. Superwoman Lily saying at UN Jonas, but how she got a little bit of trouble for something she said there. They just look at their reflection. Vanity rears its ugly head when it thinks no one is watching. For all those who know the value of a human, stay focused on what truly matters, and always remember. Dr. Disrespect shooting incident becomes most watched Twitch clip. Yeah, that's crazy what happens to somebody else shooting at his house, man. Some nuts people out there, man. For reals. I write articles for them on how to start streaming. Help with the technical side of things and whatnot. Okay, cool. So you were writer, huh? John Plummer joins Paul W.S. Anderson's Monster Hunter. Oh, they're making a movie of Monster Hunter. Cool. I mean, I probably won't watch it, but cool. This Windows 10 PC has an semi-fast boot time of just 4.9 seconds. I swear that must be the only Windows 10 PC in the world. It's probably running on an Apple, actually. Anyway, let's see. Cascade. I spelled out Cascade, right? C-A-S-T-C-A-D-E. Yeah, Cascade. It's not showing up though. What's the other word again? Caliph. Right, let's try that. Yeah, I'm not sure this is showing up in the results. not sure if it's showing the results. Discover a new stream today. Cascade offers all kinds of content. Expand your horizons today. Okay, so this is... so you said your first article will be up Tuesday. Okay, so these won't be any of your articles then. Cool, alright. Cool, congratulations, Bastian. Something to put on the CV. That wasn't a joke, by the way. It is something you can put in your CV. I know. I was just thinking when I said it, it sounded like I was being sarcastic, but no, I actually meant that's something you can put in your CV. It sounds like the type of stuff people say, yeah, but you can't put. No, you can actually put it on your CV as a writer. So yeah, I did actually mean that you can put it on your CV. Just to be clear, that was not sarcasm. I meant you can actually put it on your CV. Big Bang Theory season 12 episode 1 review. Are they still running this? Damn. I mean, I like Big Bang Theory, but boy, that's been running for a long time. That's been running for a long time. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good show, but boy, you know, sometimes it's better to die than fade away, as they say. And sometimes you might need to end things before they just overrun their course. I think I've watched up to season 10 so far. And it's, like I said, it's a good show. It's a funny show, but there's a point where it's like the reason why they don't bring Friends back is because they kind of recognize that there's a point where, you know, are you still going to be running the same format or near to the same format for over 10 years and going into like, I mean, Big Bang Theory 12 seasons. That's going to be running what, 12 years at least then. Sub to DSM, fun looking channel. Yeah, it's a cool channel. Definitely check it out, man. Cool. Hey Penny. Yeah, Bazinga. Penny. I mean, it's funny. Don't get me wrong. It's a good show, but there's a point where you have to be like, Bird, do we? Even though you still got ideas coming through, do you still run it? You know, or do you be like, hey, maybe it's time to just let it go. But I think I did hear something about it possibly coming to an end, though. So maybe this is going to be the last season. Let's see. The real reason why... Okay, looks like it might be ended anyway, so... Jim Parsons is the reason Jim Parsons is the reason Big Bang Theory is... Okay. The Big Bang Theory ending after Jim Parsons turns down $50 million. Woo. Okay, so it is ending. It is ending. Big Bang Theory is like the Rolling Stones. It just keeps on going. Hey, they gave themselves a most appropriate name. They gave themselves the most appropriate name. Interesting. Walk one with that. There you go. It's working now. That's come through. That's come through. Not sure what happened the first time, but yeah. That's come through. Or is it? There you go. Let me turn this down a little bit though. You can hear it a bit better. Bit quiet in the beginning, so yeah, it's going to be like that. It gets louder and louder as it goes on, but the beginning of the song is actually quite quiet, so yeah, it'd be like that. Yeah, you should be able to hear that. That should be just about as actually, let me know how my voice is coming through, because I did fiddle around with some of the microphone settings. I remember you guys were saying about hearing some crackles and things like that. So let me know. I did fiddle around with the mic settings. I think my boost was might have been a bit too high, which is why it might be crackling a bit. So yeah, let me know if you can hear anything. I did test it and it seems to be fine to my ears. But yeah, let me know. Alright, so yeah, let me let you guys know what happened yesterday then. I think some of you know, you might saw it in the Discord, but yeah, for those who don't know, so yeah, I had some issues yesterday with what happened is that there was an issue with the telephone line, which I knew about, but I was under the impression that they were going to come today to fix the line. And now, to be fair, they did actually say by Thursday, not necessarily on Thursday. They just said by Thursday. But I'm under the impression they're going to come today. But in any case, they're supposed to call ahead and let them know what's up. Now, someone did phone me yesterday, and I didn't answer the phone because it was a private number. However, in my defense, I gave them a different number to call. You know, I gave them a different number to call, so they should have called that number and not my mobile. They should have called the other number. So they didn't call that, and because I'm getting a call on this, and it's a private number where I don't answer private numbers, I was like, you know, I don't want to answer this call. Plus, I'm thinking they're not going to come to anyway. But anyway, they just started working on the line, and that's when the internet cut out. And yeah, well, the issue's resolved. Oh, Chilbrion already selected for me. Awesome. How about that? Sometimes it just works. So yeah, it's all resolved now. Hopefully, hopefully no more major issues like that. The line just cutting out randomly, and especially once we're getting raided as well. It's like, man, that number you ignored was them. I don't know because it came up as private number. I'm thinking possibly because they do have my mobile number, but I told them to call a different number. I told them to call a different phone. So I'm thinking possibly they just call that number anyway. They just called whatever number they had anyway. And then because it came as a private number, I was thinking, I don't want to answer a private number. Like, look, they should call the other phone. That's the number I gave them. So yeah, possibly they called, but just not the number I told them to call. Possibly. They didn't leave a message though. Here's the thing, if they did call my phone, they didn't leave a message. So at the very least, they should have left a message, and then I would have known it was them, and I could have been like, oh, my bad. But no, they didn't leave a message, so I really don't know if it was them that called or not. Oh man, I just got one shot at out of nowhere. I said a funny thought though, yeah indeed. But I'm like, yeah, I don't answer private numbers. Don't answer private numbers, and that's people that were calling to let me know. Possibly people calling to let me know what's happening. Oh, just right from behind. As if they were early. Yeah, indeed. Of all the times it could have been done. By the way, good work on... Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, yeah. Disguise my voice a little bit. Disguise my... How do I talk? Let's maybe do the Queron voice for a little bit, actually. Not now, Jeb. Yes, Jeb. Yes. I hear it, Jeb. Calm down, calm down. But yeah, man. Check out Jidlid's channel for the Queron episodes that I'm in. Man's a YouTube star, you get me? Man's a YouTube star.
I foresee great things for you.
Well, internet outage. That there. My old fat cat was named Jeb. Okay. Yeah, I was sitting in the chat while some people were waiting to see if you'd reconnect. Then my net went down because thunderstorms. I was pretty curious for a bit. Maybe it was a world internet outage. And maybe it just coincided with BT coming to fix the line. But the real truth is that the internet decided, I'm not going to work today. Man, I'm not doing too well as Scorpion right now. The long-awaited solar flare of huge proportions.
There's work to be
Solar flare. Orb gained from baby teeth. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, we do with earners, blah blah blah. What about solar flare? Forget a solar flare. Oh, it's about to. Oh, back to head us. Okay. Yeah.
I foresee great things for you.
We gon' get head up. Can't lie, most of my hobbies are digital, so I'd be lost. Yeah, you know, a lot of stuff is done online these days. A lot of businesses, a lot of things are done online. And I was thinking that, like imagine, like, I'll say a doctor or you know, a psychologist or something like that, and I was on the line with a patient who's maybe suicidal. And then all of a sudden the line just cuts out like that, you know, that'd be crazy. Yo, Saul Marino. How you doing, Saul Marino? Big up for coming through. How can I send a super chat, my man? Oh, appreciate you asking. Now, unfortunately, I do not qualify for super chats because I do not have enough subscribers on the channel as yet. One day. But right now I don't qualify for it. However, if you would like to send me a little bit of cash, you can do that by making a donation to that link that Sebastian Ebel just posted. You can click there and make a little donation. That'd be greatly appreciated if you can do it, if you can afford it. And for the younger ones out there, have your parents' permission as well. But yeah, you can make donations through that link through Streamlabs and go to my PayPal. But yeah, appreciate you asking, man. Big up for that. A few days before everything is reconnected.
Locking down the objective. Rally to me.
Oh, it says that. Oh yeah, when it's lost. Right. Refrigeration not working. Won't be pretty. Oh yeah, food will go rotten. Like no dairy for a while. Maybe not being that way. Maybe not go there. got me. It got me. Haze should match their donation. Haze, taxable donations. Give them coins, 1 coin for every. Well, that's already the case actually. You get how much is it? I think it's 150. I can't remember actually, but it's 100. I think it's 150 coins per, $1 per £1, or one currency, one per one local currency. I think I put 150. So yeah, that's the thing. The only thing is that it's a bit finicky the way it works, because you have to have your name typed exactly how it appears on YouTube, right, to do it. But then the whole thing but then Streamlabs doesn't allow spaces, and it's a bit awkward. So I might have to add it manually in. But yeah, if you can type your name exactly how it appears, then it should go through. But hopefully what would happen by the time I do qualify for things like, say, super chats and stuff like that, I can do it through that instead, and it should, in theory, just be a whole lot easier and a whole lot less finicky once, I can use things like super chat rather than going through the Streamlabs donations. It should be a lot less finicky, but till then, that's how we do it. I'll have to pick up a t-shirt soon. I'll wear it on my videos for all my stalkers. Nice one, man. I got one. Yeah. Got him still though. Oh, very nice. Much more generous than my 1 coin offer. Well, I mean, I feel like if you're going to give me money that you don't have to give me, then I should do something, a little bit. Yeah, just do something.
Sniper, don't get caught.
Oh, well, I should be going this way actually. We're on 9. Ooh.
I foresee great things for you.
We're on 9 likes, guys. 1 more to the next like goal. Eliminated. So I don't know. I guess Chilburn hasn't been reworked yet then, because apparently he's supposed to do some like thing where it just like spits lava out all over the floor. I believe that's the reworked Chilburn. I haven't really played much of Chilburn, so I don't know him that well. But I believe the rework means that he now spits like venom, lava all over the floor. But he doesn't seem to be doing that. So now I'm wondering.
I am capturing the objective. Try and stop me.
Potential. Let's do this.
Hey, take the objective. Join me in glory.
I foresee great things for you.
I'm on fire.
I guess I should try to sleep. Cheers, man. Oh yeah, it's late where you are. I appreciate that.
Do you appreciate
Appreciate coming through, Andrew. Appreciate you staying up. Big up to Andrew A. Nice one. But yeah, get some sleep, dude. Good night, sleep tight. Hope the bed bugs do not bite. And if they do, do a poo and mix it with telemint stew.
Ready for combat.
objective. Anyways, need to head out for now. Laters. Bastion's gone as well. Yeah, I guess you're about to get to school soon as well. I appreciate you coming through, Bastion. Appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. Peace out, Bastion. Peace out. Peace out, Andrew. Peace out.
Locking down the objective. Rally to me.
Tranquility.
Shots potential. Turret deployed. I foresee great things for you. Let's get started.
It's getting hot in here. Mighty close to 65 hours. I am, yes sir. Mighty close indeed.
Work hard on that. Let's get started. I have big plans for you. Sniper, keep your heads down.
I'm gonna miss this too much if my schedule changes. Oh man. I hopefully could still make at least a little bit, whatever happens.
Hi, Farsi.
Good job. Good game.
Oh, nice one, guys. Nice one.
Well done.
Play of the game.
I think I did alright actually. I think I did alright. Good game, yeah, thanks man. I think I did okay. I mean, I didn't see what the final, well, we'll see in a moment, but I think I did alright in that actually, as Tjor Bjorn. Yeah, okay, I've got 11 eliminations, only 8 deaths, nice. 4 objective kills, cool. 6 kill streak, okay, not my highest ever, but you know, it's pretty good, You know? Yeah, I think I did alright actually, I think I did alright. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Yeah, on point, or whatever you would say. On fleek. Man's on fleek. You don't play that cats often either, do you? Nah, the first time I believe. Yeah, I think it's the first time I played Scorpion. Or if I have played him before, I didn't play very much of it. I might have played him like a long time ago, but not for very long. So at the very least, it's either the first time or the first time in a very long time. So it may as well be the first time. that I've given Tourbillon any real sort of airtime. Maybe I should start entering Overwatch tournaments. I reckon I'm that good now. I could join the London Spitfires, or maybe the Shanghai Dragons. I can join now and play for the national team. I reckon I'm that good now with my 11 eliminations. I must be that good, right? Boom, 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 boom. Gamble on it, and you'll be forced to be cutthroat about it. It'll work out. Well, indeed, indeed. Yeah, I mean, to be a professional gamer, like on that level where you're playing, you know, competition level, you have to be like proper dedicated to the. I mean, with anything you do, of course, anything where any sports or anything you try to achieve, you have to be dedicated to it. But the levels in which they play to is whoa. Yo, Royals VSATs. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, but I appreciate you coming through, Royals. Big up for that. Hey. I'm level 921. Whoa. Yeah, you're way ahead of me, dude. I'm a level 42. So yeah, you're like I mean, I only want to think about how many hours you put into this game. That is crazy. 921. Damn. Well, big up for that. Congratulations on reaching level 921. On how being with concerns digital sports 2 years straight. Okay, so this is your game of choice then. I'm guessing Overwatch is your game of choice. I mean, I don't really follow gambling things that much, or I don't really follow gambling at all. Really, I don't really follow gambling news at all. But yeah, I'd imagine there's people who place wagers on esports just as much as they do with any other sport. That'd be my guess anyway. But yeah, it's not really something I'm looking for. Who do you main as, Royals? Who do you mostly play as? Actually, do I have a different? Oh yeah, let me do this. I've got a different outfit. Bjorn, nice. I mostly play as Farah actually, but I'm trying out a few different, 3 different heroes for now. So today I'm mostly gonna be playing as Tourbillon. Try and mix it up, you know. I think it's good to mix things up every now and then.
Build 'em up.
Who knows? Maybe after all this, I might pick a different main. This game had trades. I would have had so much stuff to give. And I main D.Va and Tracer. Okay. Yeah, there's no trades on this, which, I don't know. I guess that'd be a nice addition. I don't know if it's essential, but it'd be a nice addition. Is there any way to transfer characters from account to account? Are you being able to sell characters or accounts? I don't think so. Not that I know of anyway, but I don't think so. I think if there was, that would be exploited. I can imagine there'd be a lot of people saying things like, yeah, I have a level, I don't know, 2,000 account for sale or whatever, and just sell that on to somebody who's like just bought the game brand new for some ridiculous price. Oh, we've got a new sub. We appreciate the sub, appreciate the like. Big up for that. Ooh. I'm not sure I don't get hit.
That is the objective. Come on out.
Make sure you hit the make sure you hit the notification bell as well.
I have big ones for you. A marvel of engineering. Turret deployed.
Party on the objective. Move in.
Take my turret.
Yeah, hit the notification bell as well. I stream most mornings.
I am rocking this objective.
Oh snap, man! I fell off. Ah, fell off the edge. Booger. Just need support. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Big up for the support. I've hit the bell button now. Gotta go. I appreciate you coming through, man. Big up for that. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the like. To Royals VSATs. 921, level 921. 2 years on Overwatch. Yeah.
Knocking down the objective.
I have big plans for you. Such potential.
Behind you.
Being destroyed. I have big plans for you.
Hello.
Aye. Got it, man. I got it. People saw characters in World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 12. So my friends made a couple of thousand. Mind you, it takes hundreds of hours of work. Yeah, no, yeah. I think World of Warcraft was kind of rife with that, and that was like back before they allowed, like, say, microtransactions and things and stuff like that. They were like before that was official. There were people selling gold, selling all kinds of stuff, and Blizzard didn't allow it at the time, and they would even terminate your account if you didn't. Now, of course, they embrace it because now they figured out how they could monetize it for themselves. But Tracer got me. But yeah, man, yeah. People making money off. Here's the thing, though. I just don't see a point of buying. Like, say you're brand new to a game and, you know, you're a level 0, whatever. You never played a game before. You're brand new to it. You're not that good. Everything else, da-da-da. There's literally no point buying, you know, a level, 2000 or whatever character. It's just such a pointless thing because you could be put into matches that you are so not equipped for. The fact that you got this high level character would mean next to nothing, you know, when you go up against people who've actually earned their way there. This Tracer got me, man. You know. Just for the sake of saying, yeah, I've got a level or whatever, people are willing to spend money on something, and then it's like, you play the game and it doesn't mean anything because you can't hang with people who've actually earned that. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure it doesn't stop some. Well, yeah, indeed. Indeed, it don't. And I guess that World of Warcraft was probably a bit better for buying high-level characters since it wasn't just fighting players, but still all the missions being done. Self-suppression, I suppose. Yeah. I guess to be fair, with something like World of Warcraft, if you as long as you have like a basic understanding of the game, you could like say have a high level account that you haven't really earned and still be relatively okay in if as long as you're just going up against, say, environments. So if you're doing PvE, then you might be okay, because you know the fact that if you've got like a strong character, then you know you're gonna find a lot of the monsters. Actually, to be fair, no, it might not be. You might not be, because the way World of Warcraft works now is that as your level increases, so does the enemies around you. So like low level enemies, like for example, if you're a level 5 and the enemies you face in a particular area also level 5, if you go back to that same area as a level 10, right, those enemies would be level 10. So the way they do it now is that the enemies you face, their levels go up with you. So it'd always be relative to where you are. So yeah, even buying a high level character in Warcraft now, yeah, it might not mean much because you're still gonna have enemies that are just leveled according to where you are. You get fun with World of Warcraft being overpowered, just their Rick monster, I suppose. Yeah, that's probably true. They said I had to, over the 15 freaking years or so of people leveling up, indeed. I used to play World of Warcraft way back in the day. I mean, not right when it came out, but maybe a year or two after it came out originally, I was playing it. And I got into it for a short while. I didn't play it for very long, but I did get into it for a short while. And then I came back to it a few times. Like the last time I played it was, I think it was this year. Maybe about 5-6 months ago, give or take. And that's what I noticed then, that the enemies around you were leveling as well. It weren't the same way you can be like, you know, some overpowered character going up to these little enemies and bullying them. You couldn't do that anymore. It's like, no, they level along with you. So it's like, that's changed. That's new. Okay, I can see some worth in skipping up to a level 50 or something in World of Warcraft when there's a lot of shit to do. Well, before they really turned, everything was fine, I hear. I didn't get into it, but I heard of many antics. It was pretty cool. It was a very addictive game. Well, I guess it is. I mean, it's still popular. It's not as popular as it was, you know, way back when, but it's still a very, very popular game, no doubt about it. You know, it's definitely not falling off. You know, Blizzard are making bank off that game for real. They do okay. They do okay. It's still got a pretty huge community. Maybe not as big, but still a pretty huge community. But yeah, I remember playing it probably back. I mean, when that game came out, like 2005, 6, something like that. I can't remember, but maybe around about 2004, maybe. But I remember playing it around about that sort of time. And I remember one time I sat down from probably around about maybe about 9 a.m. in the morning, and for what felt like maybe 30 minutes, an hour, I'll tell it, you know, I got up and it was like sort of 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. I was like, raw, I was sitting there that long, didn't even realize. But yeah, it was a very addictive game, a lot of fun. Does it deserve success? No question. Yeah, they've done well with it. But what I liked about World of Warcraft is, well, back when I was playing it in the day, is like when I started, there were some people in the World of Warcraft community who were very helpful, and you know, like giving me advice, helping out with quests and stuff like that, and you know, and that was pretty cool. And then I remember, you know, after a while, I was helping somebody else out on their quests and, you know, giving them advice as they were sort of starting out. And he was saying, you know, thanks for being helpful. And I said, no, it's cool. You know, that's what people did for me when I was starting out. So, you know, it's only right I do the same. And I kind of realized as I was saying that, someone else picked Torbjorn. Okay, go back to Fire then. I kind of realized that as I was saying that I'd only been playing that game for about a week. Then, in the space of a week, I went from being a novice beginner to being, you know, experienced enough to be able to offer advice and help to newcomers. It's only been a week. I was like, man, how much I've been playing this game in that week. Crazy. Crazy. It's almost like Marcus and drugs. Oh, for real, man. Embarrassed now, you know it, man. You know it. I was talking to this guy like I'm some kind of seasoned vet, and I'm like, you know what? I've literally been playing this game for about a week at this point. Hiya. But yeah, I played it a lot in that week. I did. I played it a lot. It might only be a week, but I put a lot of hours into that game. When you're young, you just have that. I mean, it's right for real, man. Can't really do it these days. Can't do it. Yeah. Can't really do it these days. Days of sitting down for 10, 12, 13 hours playing a video game. Can't really do that no more. Can't really do that no more. Oh, you got me. It's just natural. I don't dedicate to beating games or finishing books or movie shows or anything as much. Yeah, it's just how life goes, isn't it? You know, as you get older and you're doing more things, you have different responsibilities, different commitments and things, and it's just I mean, unless you are a professional gamer, where that's all you do, well, not all you do, of course, but mostly what you do, then yeah, you can. But even then, if you're a professional gamer, you're only really playing that one game, or say 1 or 2 games. It's not like you're just playing every single game with that level of dedication. You're only like 1 or 2, which is because that's your job, pretty much, right? That's how you earn a living. In terms of just playing every single game you come across all the way to the end and finding all the secrets and stuff, you don't really do that even then. So yeah, I just think it's just as you get older, that happens.
Thank you.
Like even people like like live streamers who do it full time and stream for a living, even they're not playing every single game all the way through to the end and completing everything, and even they're not doing that, because you just don't have that kind of time. Even as a professional full-time game streamer, you don't really have that kind of time anymore. So it's crazy, but yeah, that's life, man. That's life. Oh my wordy word. Yeah, it's just a hustle, right? Right, man.
My team needs me.
I had to hustle hard. But yeah, I remember those days when I was like maybe like 10, 11 years old, that kind of age, where you'd have that one game. Oh my day. Oh god, jeez, always that explosion. You have that one game that you play to the end, and right when you finish it, you go right back to the beginning and play it all over again, and you master that game. You proper master it, because it's like, for it's the only game you have. You got all the time in the world and only one game to play, so like you master it, you figure out everything. And this is like before you just look stuff up online. You figure it all out yourself. You figure out all the secrets. You figure out all the tips, all the ways to beat the different bosses. You figure out all that just by playing it over and over and over and over. Can't do that no more, man. Can't do that no more. Ah man, landed right in the ambush. But YouTube is a strange opportunity, not protected like owning a business. It's like having a stand or a market or something. We had nowhere else to get distracted. Games were a godsend. I know some of it is perspective, but I still can't help but think
Armor
it
here.
was more boring in the 1500s or before video games and massively accessible media and art. Yeah, I guess I mean that's down to perspective. I mean, if you lived at that time, video games wouldn't even be something you're thinking about, right? That's not. I mean, people in the 1500s weren't thinking, you know, what'd be cool, video games, right? It just wasn't even a thought back then. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess how do you define fun or interests? And I guess it's just down to, you know, what you take an interest in. You know, how people entertain themselves. The equivalency of that to what we do now. Was that better or worse? You know, how do you measure something like that?
Come get your armor. Sniper.
So wonder if their kids went on board more lesson history.
Back into the fray.
Well, I think to be fair, like even now, like I don't know if you see this meme going around. It's quite an old one actually, where it has a picture of a stack of video games and DVDs and stuff like that, and on the caption it says, "I'm so bored, I've got nothing to play." You know, like, and you kind of feel like that sometimes. Like you got all this choice and all these stuff you can do, but yeah, even now sometimes it's like, man, I feel like I've got nothing to do. You know, so yeah, maybe that's just a natural thing of life that you always, no matter what, you're always gonna feel like, man, that's boring. I've got nothing to do right now. Oh man, that was kind of waste actually.
Back into the fray. Let's get you back in the fight.
It's commercialization too. So much of it is hello and mimics what we actually like.
Right on it.
Man, it just bashed me, man. Like, what the hell?
Help me! Turning defense into... My team needs me.
Yeah, I guess a lot of it is yeah, like say commercialization in terms of you always think you want something, even though you don't really. You know, especially when you start seeing things advertised, you feel like, yeah, I want that. It's like we hear all these games coming out. You got Spider-Man, Tomb Raider, and everything else, all coming out at relatively the same time. You kind of feel like you want it all, but I think when you really, really think about it, you don't really want it all. You maybe want one of them at the most, but you feel like you want it all. Or when you see someone else playing a game that you don't have, you're like, man, I want that game. Yeah, that's part of it. I think that's part of it as well. You always feel like you want. And often you need something new. Even some of the best arts doesn't show you anything new, depending on what you've experienced. Well, yeah, indeed.
Justice reigns from above.
Yeah, fear of missing out. Yeah, right. FOMO. fear of missing out. It's interesting psychology and commerce and marketing. Right, yeah.
Play of the game.
That feeling that, man,
Nerf this.
I want what they have. That's all it is. You don't really want it. You just want. You just don't, yeah, don't feel like you're missing out. But I think sometimes you need to really take a step back and look at it like. You really have to take a step back and look at it like, what is it that you really want? You know, what do you truly want, and what are you willing to let go for it? Because I think when you decide, when you truly decide, okay, this is where I want to be and this is what I want to do, then from there you can cut out pretty much everything else. And sure, it's a difficult thing to do, but yeah, I think that's the only really this is where only way where it's like, you know what, you decide what is it you want to do, and then literally decide that everything that does not fit in with that just needs to go, or at the very least needs to come way down. And that's not to say that you can't have your fun, or you can't, just relax. Well, of course you can, that's important, but you have to do it in a way where it's like being clear where you are knowing this is what I'm doing to relax. Hey, why is it not giving me the option to save though? Well, that's... Have I reached the limit or something? I want to save this one. No.
Justice reigns from above.
Oh no. I might have to let one go by the looks of it. I don't think I could Oh wait, it says up there, saving is not available when in party or while queuing for a game. Okay, so I don't even have to delete that one. I just need to come back for it. I just can't save at the moment. Okay, okay, now I know. Now I know. I just cannot do it right now. Gotta come back to that. This all reminds me of Fight Club, right? Yeah. Do your items own you? The answer is yes. Let's try to get to Torbjorn. Yeah, working jobs that you hate to buy shit you don't need. The things you own you. Fight Club is an interesting movie, or it's just an interesting book. I don't know if you ever read the book, but it's such a it's amazing to me that a lot of people who've seen Fight Club the movie or even read the book, they'll comment on sort of the concepts that it brings up and the idea of commercialism and that whole thing, or buying things you don't need to kind of fit into a society that doesn't really accept you, but then at the same time there's, that we're still doing that, because I think a part of us is like, oh, we are, but he was crazy, right? Part of us is kind of like that. Oh, he was crazy. Like, as much as we say Tyler Durden was cool and visionary, another part of us is like, yeah, but he was crazy. So we're not going to actually do that. And granted, I'm not suggesting that any of us, join a terrorist organization and blow buildings up. But it's certainly in terms of looking at how we live and understanding that, at the very least, we can.
Taking control of the objective. Any resistance will be dispelled.
Make certain decisions based on what we do and
Backup requested.
how much
Appreciate my craftsmanship.
how much time we put into things that don't actually serve us. Like, I have a friend who gave an example about going on a holiday, where she was saying that she tends to travel a lot, or at least used to anyway. And she was saying that you know, and people ask her about it, how can you travel so much? I wish I can travel as much. And she said it's not really about being rich or having a lot of money. It just came down to cutting out the things that she knew that doesn't serve her. Like she quit smoking, she quit drinking, she quit, you know, just going out and you know, partying every weekend, and decided she's gonna just take the money she has and use it towards, put it towards the things she really wants, which is to travel. So that's what that was about, you know. It was just deciding what was more important.
Enemies over there. Maybe you should just stay
I
out of
have
my way.
big plans for you.
This is not the end. Suiting up.
I foresee great things for you. Let's do this.
Team up for special attack.
Tide is up.
动住，不洗澡。
Take my turret. Turret deployed.
It's hand.
Thank you. Affirmative.
Oh, 7 kills. I'm sure I got more than 7. I'm sure I got more than 7 in that anyway. Oh well. I did read the book just once though. Alan Newick is maybe my second favorite writer. Yeah, of course, anyone who really thinks they identify wholly with a Durden or nameless guy are even posturing. Oh, even are posturing. The book really emphasizes relief itself as an actual cure to apathy. The whole fake Alcoholics Anonymous being his real release. Meatloaf and such, right? The things you own you.
I foresee great things for you.
Understood. Thanks.
Shots potential.
I can only have one turret at a time. Damn you for letting them go. I can't say I have a whole view about the book, but it raises nice ideas. It very much does. I mean, the book and the book and the movie
Taking
are
possession.
about the same as they are different, really, aren't they? I think. But in terms of the concepts, yeah, I think.
Turret being destroyed.
Supercharger powering up.
Let's do this. I have big plans for you.
I think they're pretty much doing the same thing.
Get past this.
Armor would be appreciated.
Yeah, thanks for the help. Thanks, thank you.
Turret. Shots potential. Work hard on that.
Thanks.
This objective has my name written all over it.
I foresee great things for you. Let's do this. Turrets being destroyed.
Thank you for the help again.
Shots potential.
不洗澡。
I'll check me out. Ready to ring the point. My ultimate is ready. Thank you. Supercharger is ready to be deployed.
Okay, so that's 5.
Turrets under fire. Turret deployed.
That's 6.
I foresee great things for you.
Get it.
Let's do this.
Thanks.
got some health though.
Much better. Such potential.
Thank you.
Let's get started.
Rally at my position.
I foresee great things for you. Let's do this.
So what other Palin Newick books have you read? I've only read Fight Club, and that was a while back. Maybe a couple of years ago now, I think actually.
Special attack. Cease your resistance.
Turrets being destroyed. Such potential. Let's get started.
My ultimate is charging.
Ah. Oh man.
Back in the fight.
Current status. Securing objective.
冻住，不许走。
I've got a 7 kill streak, man. I believe my highest kill streak is 7, just along any character. So I've equaled my highest with Torbjorn. Not too bad, not too bad.
I foresee great things for you. Turret deployed. Make my turret.
Yeah. I've read a couple of other Chuck Palahniuk, the Fight Club guy's books. One was about being a servant to a rich Hollywood celebrity, told as memoirs, where she basically craps all over her.
Securing objective.
Alright, so didn't like her job very much. Oh damn, we're losing, man. We're losing.
Such potential. Turrets being destroyed.
Yeah. I have one called Diary, which is a weird backwards mystery where you learn more and more about why her husband tries to off himself. Okay, so kind of a an accompanying to the other book. Apparently, there was a Fight Club sequel that he wrote as in the form of a comic series, like a 4 or 5 part comic series that he wrote called Fight Club 2 or something like that. Never read it, but yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture objective.
She hates him, and the book is very much about art. It goes into some neat history of art. Alright, cool.
I foresee great things for you. Take my turret. Yes.
The objective is
Such potential.
He writes stuff, people like him for that. Very contemporary sort of writer.
Ready to work.
Is Fight Club the only one of his books that's been made into a movie, do you know? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind?
I foresee great things for you. Let's do this. It's better to be the
Take the objective.
my sights.
one at least. Got one. Nah, a movie named Choke came out, also quite good.
There's work to be
It
done.
has Sam Rockwell. Okay, I do like Sam Rockwell. He's a good actor. He was in the first Iron Man movie. He's in a film called Moon. Was it called Moon? Yeah, Moon. Directed by something Bowie. David Bowie's son. Frank. I want to say Frank. I don't think that's right. But yeah, he's in that film called Moon. It's a really good movie. Excuse me. It's a funny movie in the end. Sort of emotional. Sort of has a twist. Cool. It's called Choke. I think I've heard of that film actually.
I foresee great things for you.
Defeat. Yeah, Moon is one of my favorite sci-fi conceptually. Yeah, it's very much like 2001: Space Odyssey. Like you could definitely, at least for me anyway, I feel like I could definitely see the influence of 2001 in there. Man, excuse me. Oh boy, that's 2 sneezes in a row. Damn. Hope I'm not getting a cold or anything. Nice. Oh, 18. Ooh, that needs a screenshot. I did alright there. I need to screenshot that one. Ooh. $18. I think that might be my highest. Dang, 18's getting up there. Getting more consistent for reals, man. That is pretty good. 18, 18, 18, N-word, 18. I think the subconscious play is working its thing now. Yeah. I guess once you get used to it, you kind of have an idea of what you're supposed to be doing. So I would stick with Torbjorn for the time being. Oh man, Adobe's taking ages to open up, man.
Build them up, break them down.
18, 18.
Now show them. The destruction caused by the Omnics here. It reminds me of home.
Yes.
I'll be busy soon enough.
Still waiting for Photoshop to open up so I could save that screenshot. Taking its time.
Alright, game face on.
Alright, let's check it again. There we go. Create new is what I want. Is this what you're looking for? Paste.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Affirmative.
And make sure I save that just in case anything happens that I really don't need to happen. There you go.
Thank you.
Right, there we go. Right. I'm ready now. I'm ready.
Such potential. Let's do this. You walked right into that. Turret's under fire. Let's get started. Oh,
Damn it, man! That dragon's always.
This is not your time.
Back to work. Now, that's more like it. Such potential.
Double
Time to roll up my sleeves.
18.
surrender my will.
I foresee great things for you. Terrific one. Courage.
I'm not sure I'm using Torbjorn's ultimate very well, though.
There's work to be done.
I'm ready to initiate self-destruct sequence.
Boom.
Thanks.
Yahi param vastavik hai.
We got some defending to do, yo. They start me off way back, man. Damn.
Such potential.
Supercharger powering up. Requesting armor.
I foresee great things for you.
Thank you.
Take my turret. I worked hard on that.
Man, I had 18 in the last game. I'm not sure it's going that way right now. That Brigitte is
Done.
ain't playing.
Thanks. I need armor.
I foresee great things for you. Turret deployed. Such potential. Let's get started.
Get into position.
Oh, come on, man. How am I always getting killed by that damn dragon? Yeah. I need to start playing as Hanzo so I can use that stupid dragon. That's what I need to start doing.
Thank you.
I have big plans for you. I foresee great things for you. Let's get started.
Yahi param vastavik hai.
Did I leave that there?
Thanks.
Yay, from behind, man.
Ready to work.
Thanks.
Heroes never die.
Well, I mean, they do sometimes, actually. Just saying.
Thank
Just saying. Okay. I wanna dance with somebody.
Thanks.
I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
Such potential. Turret deployed.
Game on.
Turret's under fire. Worked hard on that.
60 seconds.
Let's do this. My turret. Turret deployed. Wakateki wo kurau. That's what I made you for.
Okay, I could do with some health actually.
30 seconds.
I have big
Cut it. Don't let him down.
Let's get started.
I could do with a little bit of health, man.
Thank you.
Come on, everyone. Just a little bit longer.
Team up for special attack. Heroes never die.
All systems checked out. I'm on fire.
You'll be wise to stay out of my sight.
Victory! Oh, did alright, man. Did alright. Maybe not all the way up to that 19 level, but 18 level, but hey, I did alright still.
Nerf this.
I. Did I?
It's nice to be appreciated.
14. 6,004. You know, that's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, maybe there's something to this Torbjorn character, actually. Maybe I'll play with him a little bit more from time to time. Maybe.
Traveling to Icon.
Alright. Actually, you know what? Yeah.
True self is without form.
It's approaching that time. So open up some loot boxes. Well, a loot box. Out of all the loot boxes I've received, I have not paid for a single one. God willing, it will stay that way. Cool. Got some money.
Ooh la la.
Well, she's French now. Okay. With a maker. So racket balti. What's this? Racket balti. Oh, it's a spray. Okay. Highlights. Turns out I didn't have to delete any of my highlights. Oh well.
I have big plans for you.
Thank you.
Torbjorn 5-kill streak. We'll save that because, yeah. put a little noise in the background. Oh man. Oh man. Ooh. 9 in the AM.
Summer days burn me out, love just brings me down. Go inside like when she leaves, I slowly leave the
Hey, we hit 10 likes.
you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can
Let's see what we got. It says 9 on my side. Interesting. Okay, take your side. No, it's a bit weird because it says 9 on my side. But, I don't know. We'll sit down, Haze. I'm not sure my side is actually accurate, to be honest. Oh, wait, no, it says... Oh, wait, go 10. Here we go. It says 10. Okay, cool. Alright, here we go, 10. It says say 10 now. It was a bit weird. It was saying 9, but it was also telling me that I'd signed out. It's like, no, I haven't signed out. You know, it was telling me that I haven't signed out, so why is it saying I've signed out? So, yeah. Now it says 10, so cool. 10 likes, yo. We made it to 10 likes. Big up to everybody. Everybody in chat's about to get 50 coins. Because that's what we do when we get to 10 likes. So appreciate the likes, guys. For all the talkers and stalkers, likers and strikers. And actually, let me watch this again. I think it's what I was trying to say before. I think 50 coins to JT right now is like it's pennies, though, isn't it? I mean, what you want, like 4,000 or something like that by now?
Their almost justice rains from above.
$6,704. Whoa. And you're on 65 hours. So, you know what that means. I don't know if it's going to matter to you, by the way. I'm not sure it's going to matter to you since you never buy anything at NVIDIA Kings anyway, but yeah, it now means from here on out, if you do ever decide to make a song request, for you, it is down to 100 coins. In terms of hours, let's see. Yeah, Banter is still a little ahead. He's about 3 hours ahead of you, so you're not far behind. You're not far behind, but yeah, Banter is still a little ahead with 68, and you're on 65. Look at how many coins I saved by waiting out. Indeed, man. 6,000. I mean, as far as coins, you're definitely the highest coins. You've definitely got the highest amount of coins by far. Actually. Yeah, no, by far. Apparently Nightbot's been earning coins as well. I didn't realize that, but yeah, I get Nightbot's been earning coins as well. So Nightbot's on 3,800. I guess it counts Nightbot as a user. So but yeah, you're ahead of Nightbot still anyway. So having an unfair advantage. Well, it is what it is. I mean, if you can make the stream, you can make the stream. technically Nightbot should have the most. If Nightbot's earning coins, Nightbot should have the most, since Nightbot is supposed to be there all the time. So I guess Nightbot is logging off without without letting people know. You know, if it only registers once you message in a chat. That's a possibility. Not that I know of. To be honest, I'm not sure exactly how it registers it, but that is a possibility. I know that's the way Fuzzbot did it when I was using Fuzzbot. It just registered when you typed. And it counted from when you typed one message to when you typed another message. And just the time between that. And that's what it used to time it. But I mean, watch this game actually. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly how this does it, 'cause it hasn't, at least as far as I know, hasn't said it anywhere. Obviously, evidence one way or another. I mean, I think if Nightbot's earning coins, then that would suggest that it is something to do with that would suggest that it is something to do with you know, when the chat comes up, and it's just measuring the time between each chat message. Yeah. It's difficult. It's difficult. I've never really tested not messaging and seeing if my hours went up in any stream. I've been to that does that. Yeah, if Nightbot doesn't say something for the first 30 minutes, I guess it would have less. Yeah, indeed. That's what I'm thinking. So maybe it's something to do with the chatting. Maybe. The health of this is say quiet. I'm here to a certain time in reality. Maybe it doesn't stay signed in the same way users do. Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. Or maybe just when logging on, Nightbot is not necessarily there right away. It probably has maybe something that just scans your chat every now and then and not necessarily staying in your chat all the time. Ominous. Oh boy. Interesting. I might try playing Hanzo next time I stream this game actually. Maybe tomorrow. Always there. Always there. But yeah, boy. Alright, start wrapping up a little bit now. So yeah, should be streaming again tomorrow morning, 7 AM GMT. If you could make the stream, that would be incredibly awesome. But yeah, tomorrow morning GMT, 7 AM GMT, the next live stream. Should have a video out today actually over on the comedy channel, though it's not a comedy video. It is the monthly Real Talk video that should be out a bit later on today, so look out for that. But in the meantime, please check out other videos on the channel if you haven't already. And if you have, maybe check them out again because, you know, views. Man's trying to do his YouTube thing, you get me. But boy, what's that at me now? I think I might just have a nap actually. I can do that. I can have a nap. Just have a nap because I feel like I might just do that. I'm starting to feel a bit tired. But yeah, so new live stream tomorrow. New video out today. Guys, to all the talkers and stalkers, the likers and the strikers, appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping the chat lively. Oh yeah, I lost my brother for the telltale. Apparently, they're about to be getting sued by former employees. That's the last I heard. When their former employees are filing a lawsuit against them because they didn't give them enough warning. But yeah, that was a fun video to do. Look out for more. Look out for more. More comedy videos to come. Just finished. Well, I haven't finished, but I'm working on a new video about kung fu movies. So yeah, look out for that. That probably won't be the next video out, but it's one to look out for that I'm working on. Yeah. Wanted to mention that, my style. I appreciate you liking it, man. Glad you enjoyed it. But yeah, man, Telltale having some issues right now, but hopefully it can still hashtag finish TWD. Hopefully. But yeah, boy. What was I saying? Yeah, so yeah, new live stream tomorrow, new video out today. Check out the other videos on the channel, please, guys. You are the best. The village is strong because you make it strong. I'm so tired right now, man. Let's catch up with me. The village is strong because you make it strong. We're only gonna get stronger. So, until whenever, if ever. Peace out, y'all.